Take a moment just to arrive on your mat. We'll start this practice in Sukhasana, so gently resting your hands, palms facing downwards. Or if you feel like you want to energize this morning rather than ground, you can place the hands facing upwards to receive. Start by closing your eyes and just tuning inwards. Maybe observing your breath this morning. Is it smooth and steady, or perhaps a little fast and choppy? Just observing without judgment. And if it's a little choppy, starting to bring in that deep Ujjayi breathing. Imagining your breath is like the ocean wave. It rises, it crests, and it falls. Take a moment to arrive on your mat and soak in the beautiful surroundings, the sound of nature all around, your fellow yogis around you, the energy of the shala, maybe the birds singing and the ocean waves. Take a long, deep inhale and let out a big sigh through your mouth. Lovely. Take another deep inhale. And this time, big sigh, letting go of anything you don't want to bring to your practice, your weekend. Inviting in the weekend as we do. And we're going to start with a simple breathing exercise. I'll guide you through. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, for 2, 1. And then exhale for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Relax your shoulders, sit up tall in your spine, ground through your seat bones, and we'll repeat. Inhaling for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Holding at the top for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round building. We'll inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold this time for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Gently bat the eyes open. Inhale, take a big shoulder scrunch, reaching your shoulders up to your ears, and hold. Exhale, letting it go. Take another big inhale, scrunching your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, letting it go. Gently rounding your spine, bring your arms in front of you, noticing where you're holding any tension in your body. Breathe into it. Inhale. Bring your palms up to the ceiling as you reach your arms up. Exhale. Open your hands to your side. Welcome to your practice, everybody. It's lovely weekend morning. The weekend has arrived. We made it. We're going to be doing a hip opening class today. So I'll guide you through. First of all, start by extending your left leg and bring your right leg so your foot is pressed on the mat and your right knee is bent. Take your left hand to the side, and from here we're going to bring this leg over. So we're crossing the right leg over the left, and we're going to take the left arm and hook the elbow around. As you do so, lift up through your spine and gently twist, pressing your right hand into the mat, twisting to the back of the room. Start to just observe how you feel in the right hip area. Again, throughout your practice, not judging, just observing, sitting with what is. Not getting too caught up on if it's tight, why it's tight, just breathing into it. As you inhale, lift your spine, and as you exhale, twisting more to the back. Keep that deep breath going. Long, steady inhales, slow exhales. Lovely. When you're ready, inhale, come forward. Bring your right leg so it's extended and bend your left leg, bringing it over the right. Lovely. Taking the opposite arm this time, hooking the elbow around the knee. So right arm around the left. Left hand is behind. Inhale, lift through your spine. Exhale, twist. Again, just observing how you feel this time in your left hip. Deep breathing. As you inhale, grounding your seat bones, lifting your spine. And as you exhale, just bringing a gentle twist here. We don't need to go too hard at the beginning. We're just easing into the body. Slow, steady breaths here, grounding through your seat bones, lifting your spine as you inhale, exhaling to twist. Lovely. When you're ready, return to a neutral spine, extend your leg. Bring your left foot towards the body, bending the left leg. Take your left hand behind you, engage your core, bring your right ankle to your left thigh, and you might need to move the feet a little bit to feel into this. And when you do, recline your torso a little so your hands are pressing towards the back of the room, and move the foot in or forward depending on where you feel this in the body until you feel into the hip area. You'll feel a stretch through the right hip. When you get there, just breathing into it and again observing. Slow, steady inhales and exhales here. Lovely. When you're ready, extending that leg. And we'll do this on the other side. So taking the opposite side here, bringing the left ankle to the right thigh, bringing the right leg back, reclining your torso. Lift up through your spine and notice the difference this makes. You may feel this stretch a little more intensely if you wish to here when you do so. Again, this time just feeling into the left hip area. If anyone can't feel this stretch, let me know and I will come and adjust you. Otherwise, just keep breathing into this area. Lovely. Inhale, release that leg. Bring your feet so your soles are together. We're coming into cobbler's pose, otherwise known as Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Just easing into this, not putting too much pressure, just allowing your arms to arrive and apply very light pressure on the knee area, gently guiding them to the mat. Lift up through your spine, relax your shoulders. Maybe bringing the index finger to the thumb. Close your eyes. Take this opportunity to set any intention you wish to for your practice. When you're ready, release the mudra, come into easy cross. We're going to come into neck release here. So bring your right hand about 6 inches out from your right hip. Reaching the left arm up and over, allow your head to let go. Make sure your right shoulder is releasing here. And let your head flop to the side. Breathe into any tightness in your neck area. And maybe taking the palm of your hand to the ceiling and maybe swooping that arm up and over so it's hovering 10 inches from the mat. You'll feel this lovely stretch through the trapezium now. Breathe into it. Again, if anyone can't feel this stretch, just give me a nod and I'll come and adjust you. Otherwise, imagining your breath is like purifying water, and your shoulder area is a stream. Imagining this water flushing out any pebbles, any debris that are stuck here, allowing you to release and let go in this area. With every inhale, directing that breath to your area, and every exhale, seeing if you can soften. Couple more breaths here. Lovely. When you're ready, look down to your feet. We'll come out of this super slow so we don't undo the work we've done here. Take your right hand and gently ease your head on up. Release the hand down. Just take a moment to notice the difference between the left side of your shoulder and neck and the right. Hopefully a little freer. We'll do this on the other side. Bring the left hand about 8 inches from the left hip, reaching your right arm up and over, and then allowing your body to lean slightly to the left, letting your neck go. Take care your left shoulder is not coming up to meet the ear. And when you find your spot once more, breathing into it. Option to bring the palm to the ceiling and swoop the arm up and over if you wish to feel this more deeply in the trapezium area. When you get there, again, not judging, just breathing in, feeling into this area, and maybe coming to that visualization once more. We'll stay here for a few breaths to give you time to open up this area a little. One more deep inhale here, breathing into any tight spots, and exhale, inviting them to release a little. We'll come out super slow once more. So look down to your feet, bring the right hand down, take your left hand and gently guide your head on up. Lovely, welcome to your practice everybody. We're going to come into some cat-cows now, so bring yourself so your hands and your knees are on the mat. Gently warm up the spine before we move into the more dynamic part of the practice. So as you inhale, curving your spine, arching your spine, looking upwards to the ceiling. Lovely. Exhale, curving your spine, looking down to your knees, angry cat. Feel into any tight spots. Inhale, arching your spine. Exhale, curving. Inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, curving. Lovely. This time we're going to take one more cat-cow at your own breath, and then when you're done, arrive in tabletop position. Lovely. When you arrive in tabletop, I will meet you there. We'll just move the dog. Lovely. Trying to stay on your mat if you can so we don't have dogs interrupting would be great. Bringing your hands just 2 inches in front of you. And then reaching your right arm up to the ceiling. Really reach up here. As if you're trying to grab something from the ceiling, something you really want. And then exhale, slide that arm down and under your left armpit. As you do, keep your hips level. And as you exhale, let everything go. Any negative feelings, anything not serving you, maybe anything physically, just releasing here. Really bring in your deep breathing here so you leave your class feeling energized. As we know, when we combine these stretches with our deep breathing and the drishti, that's when the magic happens. So seeing if you can ramp up that breath, and with every exhale, letting go more and more. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Lovely. When you're ready, come back up to neutral and just hold for a moment there. And then we'll take this on the other side. So reaching the left arm up, really reach high. Lovely. And then exhale, slide that arm down and under the armpit. And again, keeping your hips level, hips are square, allowing your head, your shoulders to just let go. Breathing slowly, steadily, deeply as we gently ease into our morning practice. Couple more breaths here. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Lovely. Take an inhale and come back to bringing your hands in front of you. From here, we're going to come into dragon pose. If anyone has any knee niggles, you can fold the mat just to cushion out your, pad out the knee here. So if you wish to, bringing that under the left knee and then bringing the right leg forward, coming into dragon position here or low lunge. Feeling this stretch down the front of the leg and in the side of your hip area, breathing into it. You may wish to lift up through your spine a little more, ground through the front foot to intensify this stretch. Keep breathing into it. Lovely. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sliding them back. Inhale, reaching your arms up. This time, exhale, bringing your hands to the mat. You can let go of the folded side of the mat if you folded it. Coming into runner's lunge, extending your right leg, feeling that stretch through the front of the leg here, the hamstrings, the calves, breathing into it. Lift up through your spine. Lift your heart to the ocean, welcoming the weekend, a new day. Inhale, drop that foot to the front, the right foot down. Inhale, opening your arms up, reaching your chest up here, reaching your arms up. And then exhale, bringing your hands back down to the mat. Notice how that feels in the front of the leg and the hip of the left side. And then take this right leg back. We'll do this on the other side. So you can gently pad out the right knee this time if you wish to. And step the left leg forward. Coming onto dragon position on the other side. So gently pressing into the thigh and lifting through the spine. Slow, steady breaths here. You should feel a really deep stretch here at the front of the right thigh this time and around the hip. Bless you. Keep breathing here. And then inhale, reaching the arms up. Notice when you bring your hips forward, the stretch intensifying. Exhale, gently extending the front leg a little, reaching the arms back. We'll do this once more. Inhale, reaching, relax your shoulders, look up, welcoming a new day. Exhale, extending that leg here and gently bringing your hands down to the mat. You can release the folded edge if you wish to. Coming into runner's lunge on the left side. Take one more slow inhale and exhale here. And then press the left foot down to the mat. So all four corners are pressing. Step the right foot up to the top. Meet me at the top of the mat. We're gently going to fold here, coming into ragdoll position. Allow everything to let go here. Maybe releasing the arms, shaking the head out. Completely softening through the upper body. Tilting your hips slightly, letting go here. Maybe grabbing the shoulders, the scapular side of the scapulars, swinging one side to the other. And then when you're ready, engage your core, ground through your feet. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way upwards until eventually you reach your arms up. Welcoming once more this new day, this beautiful surroundings and environment. Exhale, bring your hands down to the side. Lovely. I'm going to turn. You guys are good where you are. We're going to come into what I call helicopter arms. Reach your arms out in front of you. Exhale, take your right hand and your right arm behind you and twist using your hips to the back of the shala. Inhale, come forward. Or take this the other side, so left arm back, twisting through your hips. Inhale, come to the front. Exhale, twisting back. We'll do a couple more rounds of this either side. Lovely. And when you've done, bring your hands down. Feet are hip width apart if they're not already. We're just going to feel into this area once more. Very slow hip rolls. Just observing, especially any side sleepers, is one side maybe a bit tighter than the other. Just feeling into the hips here. And we'll do a few rounds to the right. And then to the left. When you're ready, come to the top of the mat if you're not already. Bring your feet together. Let's do some suns. I'll guide you through. There's some variations here, so listen carefully so you don't miss the variations. Inhale, reaching your arms upwards. Exhale, folding fully, heart to your shins. Lovely. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, drishti to your nose. Exhale, take your right leg back into a low lunge. Swoop your arms upwards, lift your chest up, relax your shoulders. Beautiful. Nice. Exhale, press your hands down to the mat. Step your right leg back, lift your hips high, chest low. We come into downward dog. Slow, steady breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, bring that right leg to the front of the mat. We come into that low lunge on the other side. Reaching your arms up here, relaxing through your shoulders. Lovely. Exhale, press your hands into the mat, step the front leg back, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. We arrive here and we'll be here for 4 breaths. Bring your feet out a little. Lovely. Take this opportunity to connect to your breathing. Bring your drishti to your stomach. If your mind starts wandering, noticing any mind patterns, knowing it's the mind's job to distract you. Seeing if those patterns are helpful, kind to yourself, positive, or if they're not serving you, just using it to observe, maybe let go of anything that's getting in your way. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Lift your chest. Exhale, fold fully. Ground through your feet. Inhale, reaching all the way upwards. Lovely. Good morning stretch. Exhale, hands draw by your side. Let's repeat. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Big good morning stretch. Exhale, folding fully. Heart to your shins. Inhale, lifting your chest halfway up. Exhale, folding fully. Lovely. Take your right leg back into a low lunge. Reach your arms upwards, chest to the ocean. Relax the shoulders. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step that foot back, lifting your hips high, chest is low. Take a long cleansing inhale and a slow, steady exhale. Beautiful. Lovely breath, guys. On the next inhale, bring that right leg forward, low lunge on the other side, reaching your arms upwards. Relax your shoulders. And then bring your hands down to the mat as you exhale. Lift that front leg back, lift your hips high and your chest is low, coming into your down dog once more. We arrive here again for 4 breaths. Slow, steady breathing. See if you can bring your feet a little wider. Lovely. Again, observing the mind, grounding through your index finger and thumb, lifting your hips high, stretching out your spine, chest is low. Maybe with every exhale, see if your heels drop a little closer to the mat. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, folding fully. Ground through your feet. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Lovely. We're going to build on this time swapping low lunge for high. If you wish to stay with your low lunge, yogi's choice. Do what feels good. Inhale, reaching all the way upwards. Exhale, folding fully. Inhale, lifting your chest halfway, flat back, dristy to the nose. Exhale, right leg comes back into a high lunge. Swoop your arms up, relax your shoulders, breathe. Lovely. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step that front leg back, lift your hips high, chest is low. We come into downward facing dog. Take a moment to breathe here. And then bring that right leg forward, high lunge on the other side. Open your arms upwards, relax the shoulders. Lovely. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Take the front leg back, lift your hips high, chest is low. We come into downward dog once more. We'll be here for 4 breaths. Slow, steady breathing. Calm mind. Lengthening out your spine, grounding through your index finger and thumb. With every exhale, seeing if you can, maybe press your knees back a little bit, maybe get your heels a little closer to the mat. Lovely, Liv, really good. Keep breathing here. Beautiful, guys, lovely breathing. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Grounding through your feet, draw your stomach in, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands by your side. We'll do one more set, bringing that high lunge in once more if you wish. Inhale, reaching your arms upwards. Exhale, folding fully. Inhale, lifting your chest halfway, flat back. Exhale, take your right leg back, high lunge or low lunge if you wish, yogi choice. Inhale, reach the arms up, relax your shoulders. Exhale, drop your hands down to the mat, step the front leg back, hips are high, chest is low. Long cleansing inhale and exhale here. When you're ready, bring the right leg forward into that high lunge once more. Swoop your arms upwards, relax your shoulders. Lovely. Bring your hands down to the mat, step the front leg back, hips are high, chest is low. We arrive once more in our downward facing dog. Slow, steady breaths. See if you can commit to staying on your mat for the next 60 minutes so you get a full practice rather than stop-starts. Ground through your index finger and your thumb. Deep belly breathing here, keeping your drishti to your navel, lengthening the spine. Lovely. Couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, on the inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, fold fully. Ground through your feet. Inhale, root to rise, reaching all the way upwards. Beautiful. Exhale, hands draw by your side. Lovely. We're going to do a different sun variation now, Surya Namaskara A. Grounding through your feet. Inhale, reaching your arms upwards. Exhale, folding fully, heart to your shins. Inhale, lifting your chest halfway, flat back. Exhale, jump, step or hop into your plank. Shift your body weight forward. Bend your elbows as you lower down all the way, keeping your elbows close to the ribs. You can modify coming to your knees first. Inhale, roll over the toes, chest is up, looking upwards, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hinge at the hips. Downward facing dog. We arrive here once more for 4 breaths. Slow, steady breathing. Try to keep your legs still if you can. Keeping the simplicity of this posture, you're aiming to lengthen your spine. Bring that deep ujjayi breath in. Ground through your index finger and thumb. Lovely. When you're ready, on the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Ground through your feet, reaching all the way upwards. Lovely, guys. Exhale, drawing your hands down. We're going to do a different sun variation now before we move into standing sequence. I'll do this with you. Inhale, reaching your arms up, looking upwards. Exhale, folding fully, heart to shins. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, step or jump into your plank. Shift your body weight forward, lowering down through your full or modified chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, hinging at your hips, downward facing dog. Just for one breath, then take the right leg forward. Take your left foot 45 degrees, reaching all the way up here. And then swim the arms around. Interlace the fingers, lift your chest. Slight hip opening variation here as we fold over the right leg. Breathe here, reaching your arms up and over. Take a breath. Inhale, release the fingers. Swoop the arms upwards. Relax the shoulders, look up. Exhale, bring your hands into the mat. Step the right leg back. Bring your body weight forward as you come into your plank and then lower all the way down, either through your knees, modifying, or all the way bending your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, looking up to the sky. Exhale, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take one steady breath here. And then take the right foot 45 degrees. Bring your left leg to the front of the mat. Inhale, reaching your arms upwards. Exhale, swim the arms in front. Interlace behind you, lift up through your chest. Ground through both feet and then fold forward over the left leg. Take one breath here, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step back once more into that plank and lower all the way down, bending the elbows close to your ribs. Inhale, roll over the toes, chest is up, looking upwards. Exhale, hinging at the hips, ground through your hands, hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll be here for 4 breaths. Slow, steady breathing. Take this opportunity to regroup. If at any point you need to take a break, coming into your child's pose. Lengthening the spine in child's pose instead of your down dog. Yogi's choice. Keep grounding through your index finger and your thumb. Slow, steady breaths. Great. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Ground through your feet. Inhale, reaching all the way upwards. Exhale, hands draw to your side. Lovely. Take your left foot back about hip width apart. Take your feet so that they're pressing outwards. Bring your hands to Namaste prayer and gently bend your knees. We're coming into a Hindi squat here, another hip opener. As you stay here in your squat, use your elbows to guide your knees back a little, opening the hips. Inhale, coming up to stand, keeping your hands in Namaste prayer. We'll repeat this. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, grounding through your feet. Coming back up, extending the legs. Exhale, dropping the hips down. Hindi squat. One more time. Inhale, extending your legs, extending your arms, reaching up, keeping the hands in Namaste prayer. This time, take your left foot wider a little more. Keep the toes pressing outwards. Take a mudra here, index finger and thumb. Bend your knees towards the sides of the room. Drop your hips down. Relax your shoulders, coming into our goddess position. Hold here. If you wish to challenge yourself, you can come up onto your tiptoes. Take your left foot 90 degrees. Bring your right foot to the front of the shala. Bend the right leg. Opening your arms out here, extending your right arm. We're going to take a bow and arrow variation of Warrior Two. So any intention you have for this week, weekend, fire it out to the ocean here. So clenching your right fist, bringing the left arm back and fire it out. Inhale, drop your left hand to your left thigh, keeping the right leg bent. Reach your right arm up and over, looking to your right fingertips. Breathe here. Stretching out the side of the body, grounding through your feet. Exhale, drop your right hand down and then your left. Pivot the back foot. Take your right leg back, lift your hips high. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here, lengthening your spine. Lovely. Inhale, reaching your right leg up, bending the knee. We'll take some knee circles here. So circling the knees, feeling into the hips once more here. We'll do 3 to the right and 3 to the left. Lovely. When you're done, extending, coming into 3-legged dog, grounding through your hands and extending the right leg. Point the right toe, feel into your hip. Slow, steady breathing. Then as you exhale, ground through your left foot and your left hand. Drop the right leg back and reach the right hand up. We're coming into wild thing. Extend the left leg, chest up to the sky. Breathe here. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat and your right foot down. Coming back to down dog, lifting the hips high, chest is low. When you're ready, on the inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, fold down, bringing your head to your shins. Inhale, ground through your feet, reaching all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. I'm going to turn, you guys are good where you are. Coming into another hip opener here, tree. So you can take a variation, foot to the shin, or you can bring the right leg all the way up to the inner thigh. As you guys know, this is a hip opener, so we're working to bring this right knee back towards the back of the room. You can bring your hands to your heart in prayer or above your head, fixing your drishti. Slow, steady breathing. Lovely. Just a couple of breaths, relaxing your shoulders. Beautiful. From here, release the hands. Take your right leg to the front of the mat, your left leg to the back, left foot 45 degrees, left hand to the left thigh, reaching your right arm up and over. Humble warrior, looking to the fingertips of the right hand. And then inhale, bringing your right hand to the front of the mat, ground through your right foot, lifting your left leg up, coming into half moon. Extend that leg here. Slow, steady breathing. If you wish to, bringing your left hand down to the mat, grounding through both hands and extending that leg further, coming into standing splits. Straightening both of your legs here. Right leg to ground, left leg reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Couple more breaths. Lovely. Exhale. Take the left foot to the top of the mat next to your right foot. Fold here. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Namaste prayer. We'll take a variation here of our sun salutation with lizard lunge. I'll guide you through. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, folding fully, heart to your shins. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, jump, step or hop into your plank. Shift the body weight forward, all 10 toes on the mat. Lower down through either your knees first or all the way down, bending the elbows. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your chest, look up. Don't forget to deep breathe here, guys. Exhale, pressing your hands into the mat. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. This time, bring your right foot to the top of the mat, but bring it to the outer edge as far as you can. So it's outside of your right hand. Lovely. Just coming back to your breath and keeping yourself grounded here despite any distractions, keeping that inward focus. Inhale. From here, you can choose to stay here in your lizard lunge, or you can open the hips, work on the hips a little more by lowering down to your forearms. Breathing slowly, steadily here. Keep breathing. Seems like someone out there is happy it's the weekend too. Little mini party by the sea. Slow breaths here. And then inhale, coming onto your fingertips. For a moment, lift your chest. Ground your hands back down. Step the right foot back. Coming into that plank position once more. Shifting your body weight forward. Lower down to the mat. Either through your modification, knees first, or all the way down. Inhale, roll your toes, looking upwards, lifting the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, hinging at the hips. We arrive once more in our downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Take this opportunity to ground once more. Deep Ujjayi breath. Just like in life, sometimes when the practice gets more challenging, grounding, switching on that deep breathing. Keep lifting the hips high, drawing the hips down low. Grounding through your index finger and thumb. Beautiful, guys. Couple more deep breaths here. Come into child's pose if you can, lovely. Slow, steady breathing. And on the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold once more. Lovely. Ground through your feet, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands draw by your side. Let's do the other side. So this time I'm going to do the same side, but for you guys, opposite side. So you're taking the right foot out to your squat. Lovely. In fact, I'll do it with you. Taking your feet outwards slightly, feet are hip width apart. Hands to your namaste prayer. Exhale, lunging down here, bending the knees, opening the hips. Maybe dropping the elbows down and seeing if they can guide your knees outwards a little more. Slow, steady breaths, grounding through your feet, lift through your spine. Inhale, ground through your feet, lifting all the way up. Exhale, dropping your hips down, maybe using the elbows to guide the knees back a little. Inhale, we'll repeat this 2 more times. Exhale as you drop down. Inhale, lifting up here. Exhale, dropping the hips down. Inhale, reaching up this time. Take your right foot 90 degrees, left leg to the top of the mat, lunging. Here we open up into that bow and arrow again. So extend your left hand, make it into a little fist. Bring your right hand back as if you were firing a bow and arrow. Whatever intention you have, firing it out to the universe. Bringing your gaze, your drishti to the middle finger, the left hand. Lovely. Breathe here. Take the right hand to the right thigh. Inhale, reaching up and over. Keep the lunge of the front leg, the left leg. Reach your left hand up and over. Deep breath here into the side body. Then exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Step your left foot back, coming into your down dog once more. Take a moment here to regroup, catch your breath. And then bring your left leg up. Bend your left knee. We come into those knee circles once more. Nice and slow, feeling into the hips. 3 to the right and 3 to the left. Beautiful. Keep that going. Lovely. And when you're ready, extending that leg up to the sky, pointing it here, coming into your 3-legged dog. Really try and point that toe of the left leg. Beautiful. Ground through your right hand and your right foot. Take your left foot behind you. Reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Breathe here, coming into your wild thing. Couple of breaths. And then returning the left hand and the left foot down. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale, folding down. Ground through your feet, reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Take a moment to acknowledge the work you've already done. Exhale, bring your hands down. We'll come into tree on the other side. Whatever variation you took on your right side, taking this on the left. So maybe the left foot comes to the shin, or maybe you bring it up to the inner thigh of the right leg. Either way, hands to prayer or up above you. Lovely. Working on opening the hip here, drawing your bent leg back towards the back of the shala, relaxing your shoulders, breathing here. Lovely. Keep that breath going. The breath has dipped down. See if you can bring it back into your practice so you leave feeling energized rather than depleted. Lovely. Release your left leg down to the mat. And we come into that humble warrior on the other side. So your right foot is 45 degrees, your left leg lunges. Right hand to the right thigh, reaching up and over. looking to the fingertips of the left hand. Lovely. Take a breath here. And then exhale, bringing the left hand down onto the tip. Grounding here, reaching up. The other side, lifting here. Beautiful. Extending that leg up to the ceiling. Extending here. And you may wish to bring both hands down to the mat now and come into your half standing splits, reaching that leg up to the ceiling further. Couple of breaths here. And then as you exhale, dropping your leg down to the mat. Lovely. Fold here as you exhale, ground through your feet, and then reach all the way up to stand. Lovely. Exhale, draw your hands down by your side. We're going to come back to that lizard lunge. I'll do this with you. Inhale, reaching your arms upwards. Exhale, folding fully, heart to your shins. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, flat back. Exhale, press your hands into the mat, jump, step or hop into your plank. Keep it super strong here in the torso, engage your bandhas, ground and bend the elbows, lowering down through your full or modified chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, lift your chest, look upwards. Upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Hips are high, chest is low. Lovely. On the inhale, we take the right foot to the outer edge of the mat once more. So pinky toe side of the right hand. Ground through both your feet, engage your core, lifting up here. Lovely. Option to stay here. Option to bring the hands behind you or dropping down, pressing your hands to the mat. You can come all the way down further, opening your hips a little wider, bringing your forearms to the mat, coming into your lizard lunge. Breathing here. Couple of breaths. And inhale, coming onto the fingertips. For a moment, press the hands down, step the right leg back, coming back into your plank, lower down, bending the knees or all the way down, bending the elbows. Inhale, roll over your toes, looking upwards. Exhale, hinging at the hips, downward facing dog. Just for a couple of breaths here. Lovely. And then take the left leg to the outer edge of the left hand this time, coming into your lizard lunge again. Option to lift here, bring the hands behind you if you wish to. And then from here, either way, bringing the hands back down to the mat. You may wish to stay here or you may wish to come down on your forearms, opening up a little more through the hip area. Keep breathing into it. We'll stay here a couple of breaths. Lovely. Press your hands into the mat. Take the left leg back, coming into your plank once more. Engage your core, bend the elbows close to your rib cage, lowering down. Inhale, roll over the toes, lift your chest, up dog. Exhale, hinging at the hips, downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 4 breaths, giving you the opportunity to ground, regroup here. Slow, steady breathing. With every inhale, filling your body with that pranayama, life force energy. With every exhale, seeing maybe if you can bring the knees back, maybe the heels drop. Lovely. Keep breathing here. Lovely. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, folding fully. Ground through your feet. Inhale, root to rise, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands draw by your side. Lovely. We're going to do this but a little quicker and we'll cut out some of the moves. Take your left foot back, coming into Hindi squat once more. Just hold here for 1 breath. And then inhale, extending your legs, coming up. Take your left foot out a little more. Take the toes outwards, index finger and thumb into a mudra, and drop the hips down, bending the knees, coming into goddess. This is another hip opener, also a very empowering posture. So breathe into your core here, relax your shoulders, tune into your inner power. You've already done the most of the dynamic part of the practice. Keep breathing here. Lovely. Take your left foot 90 degrees, bend your right leg, left hand to the left thigh, reaching your right arm up and over. Lovely. Then exhale, hands down to the mat, step the right leg back, lift your hips high, chest is low. Coming into down dog. Just for one breath, take the right leg up, bend the knee, take 2 circles to the right and 2 circles to the left. Lovely. Ground through your hands here, extend that leg, coming into your 3-legged dog. Take your right foot, shoot it up to the ceiling. Ground through your hands. And then grounding through your left hand and your left foot, take the right leg back, reaching your right arm up, extend the left leg. Wild thing. Hold for a moment here. Exhale, bring your right hand and your right foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Jump, step or hop to the top of your mat as you lift your chest up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching all the way up. Draw your hands to your side, coming into tree position on the right side. Foot to the shin or foot to the inner thigh. Reaching your arms upwards here. Relaxing your shoulders. Lovely. Taking this moment here to once again open the hips. Keep your drishti fixed. Lovely. Relax the shoulders. Straightening your elbows. Your gaze is forward. Couple more deep breaths here. Slow, steady breathing. Then drop your foot down. Take your left foot to the back of the mat, 45 degrees. Lunge through your right leg, left hand to the left thigh. Coming into our humble warrior once more, reaching the right hand up and over. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your right hand down, bring your left hand down. Taking your left leg up, grounding through your right, extending the left leg, shooting up to the ceiling. Keep breathing here. Option 2, extend that leg a little higher, maybe walking your hands closer to you and coming into your half standing splits. Yogi's choice. Keep breathing here. Exhale, dropping that foot down, folding here. Lovely. Inhale, ground through your feet, reaching all the way up. We're going to take a simple vinyasa here, reaching your arms upwards. Exhale, folding fully. Heart to your shins. Inhale, lifting through your chest. Exhale, jump, step or hop into your plank. Lower down through your full or modified chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, hinging at your hips, downward facing dog. Breathe here for a couple of breaths. Slow, steady breathing. Lovely. On the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, we fold once more. Inhale, root to rise, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands draw by your side. Lovely. We're going to come into that Hindi squat once more, this time taking the right foot out, about hip width apart, feet outwards, hands to prayer, dropping down here. Maybe using the elbows to open the hips a little more, ground through your feet. Inhale, coming upwards. We'll just do this twice. Exhale, dropping down. That's one. Inhale, reaching up here. Exhale, seeing if you can apply that pressure with the elbows to the knees, opening. Inhale, reaching up. This time, take your right foot a little wider. Toes are pointing outwards. Taking that mudra once more, index finger and thumb, coming into goddess, dropping the hips, bending the knees outwards. Another hip opener here. Relax your shoulders. Breathe here. Lovely. Slow, steady breaths. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Lovely. Couple more breaths here. If you want to intensify coming onto your tiptoes, you can do so. And then taking the right foot 90 degrees, lunging through the left leg, bringing your right hand to the right thigh, reaching up and over once more. Lovely. Exhale, coming into our bow and arrow again, extending the left hand, making a fist, Bring the right hand forward, firing out your intention to the universe. Lovely. Inhale, humble warrior once more. Exhale, dropping your hands down to the mat. Back, lift your hips up and back. We come into down dog once more. Lovely. From here, take your left leg up to the ceiling and bend the left leg. Coming into hip rolls again here, circling the knees. We'll do 3 to the right and 3 to the left. And then extending here through that left leg, coming into your 3-legged dog. Reaching that leg up to the ceiling. Lovely. From here, we're coming into our wild thing position once more. So stepping back here, through the right, reaching the right arm up. Lovely. Coming into your wild thing. Exhale, bringing the right hand down to the mat. Take a moment to regroup here, to breathe. And then jump, step or hop to the top of the mat. Coming into tree position on the other side. So taking the left foot to the shin or maybe to the inner thigh. Bring your hands up here. Keeping your balance, your gaze, your drishti fixed. Lovely. Slow, steady breathing here. Relax your shoulders. Lovely. Couple more breaths here. Again, giving yourself credit for doing the most dynamic practice, part of the practice. We're nearly there. Lovely. Dropping your foot down to the mat. Taking your right foot 90 degrees once more, left leg lunges. Humble warrior once more, reaching up and over, looking to the left hand. Beautiful. Exhale, bringing your hands down to the mat. Bending the right leg, coming into half moon. And if you wish to, extending that leg further and coming into your standing splits. Hold here for a moment longer, extending your standing leg. Exhale, drop that foot down, fold here. Ground through your feet, reaching all the way up. Lovely. Exhale here. We'll take one last vinyasa before we start to move into the cool down. Slow vinyasa. Inhale, reaching all the way upwards. Exhale, folding fully, heart to your shins. Inhale, lifting your chest flat back. Exhale, jump, step or hop into your plank. Keeping your core strong, lowering down through your full or modified chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, lift the chest, looking upwards, up dog. Exhale, hinging at your hips. Downward facing dog. Slow, steady breathing. Taking this opportunity to tune inwards again. Couple more breaths here. Keeping the drishti to the navel. Lifting your hips high, drawing your chest low. Lovely. When you're ready on the next inhale, jump, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold fully. Inhale, ground through your feet, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Gently lowering ourselves down into that Hindi squat once more. Taking it easy this time, no need to apply pressure to the knees, just arriving and grounding. Acknowledging yourself for the work you've already done. Lovely. Slow breathing. I'm going to turn, you guys are good where you are. From here, we're going to come into another deep hip opener, pigeon pose. Bring your hands to the mat. Take your left leg back. Extend the left leg. Ground through your hands and bring your right leg forward. Drop your pelvis down, your hips down. Extend the left leg so the top of your left foot is in contact with the mat. Option to stay here, lifting the chest. Option to lower down onto your forearms. Other option to interlace the fingers and drop your head all the way down. Yogi's choice. We'll stay in this posture a little longer to give you guys time to settle into this deep hip opener. With every exhale, surrendering into this pigeon pose. As we know, the hip area contains a lot of connective tissue, tendons, fascia. Can be an area where, for that reason, we store emotions. When I first started yoga, I hated pigeon because I used to feel angry in this position. But with time, I've learned to love this pose and find the bliss, the stillness, the surrender. Whatever comes up for you in your pigeon, either end of the spectrum or somewhere in between, see if you can just acknowledge any thoughts and then come back to the breath, allowing this hip area to release. I'll leave you with your own breath and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Keep that deep breathing going, although we're cooling down and reducing the pace. The breath is the one thing that remains consistent and strong here. Hook the left toes into the mat. Use your hands and your toes to lift your torso up and take the right leg back. Come onto the tiptoes of the right leg and bring the left leg forward, coming into pigeon on the other side. Extending that right leg, noticing if one side is tighter than the other. And whichever variation you took on the other side, I invite you guys to take this same variation on this side. So either staying upright, dropping down, or interlacing the fingers. Take time to settle into this posture. With every exhale, allowing your body to let go. And as you do so, noticing if your body starts to release further into the posture, just observing. Come back for the cool down. Guys, come back for the cool down. Just do what you can. We'll be here a couple more breaths. Surrendering into this position, this deep hip opener. Lovely. When you're ready, we'll start to come out of this slowly. So bringing your hands to the mat, lifting, tucking the back toes, and lifting up through that front leg, dropping it back. Coming onto your knees and dropping your glutes, swinging your legs round. We're going to come into reclined cobbler's position or reclined Baddha Konasana. So bringing the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to drop to the side. Welcome back, guys. We're going to gently lower the upper body down and reach the arms up above you. Allow your knees to splay out to the side. Still opening the hips here, but starting to cool down. Keep that deep breathing going. Notice the support of the mat beneath you. Slow, steady inhales and exhales here as we still open the hips, just in a softer, gentle way now as we start to lower the pace. Lovely. When you're ready, bring your knees together and press your hands into the mat to gently guide your torso on up. Press your feet into the mat so your knees are bent. Lift your torso up so you're coming to sit with your knees bent. Yes, lovely. And from here we're going to take the left foot slightly in front of us. Recline slightly, bring your hands back a little. And take your right ankle to the left thigh. Lower your torso down once more. Thread your fingers through the back, through your thighs, and interlace them around the back of the left thigh. Gently bringing the hips, bringing the legs closer towards you, opening your hips further. Stay here for a couple of breaths, deep breathing here. The breath has dipped. See if you can ramp up that intensity again so you leave feeling energized rather than tired. Turning these simple stretches from just stretches into yoga by using the breath. Maybe fixing your drishti here to stop the mind wandering. Lovely. When you're ready, release the hands. Drop the left foot down, drop the right foot down. Bend the left leg so the left ankle is on the right thigh. Thread your arms through and draw your legs back. Coming into this hip opening on the other side. Keep that slow, steady breathing going. Lovely. Dropping both feet down. Keeping your torso on the mat, bending your legs and dropping them to the left side. Taking your arms and dropping them to the right. Taking your head and dropping it to the left. Allowing yourself now to neutralize after all the work we've done on the hips. Neutralizing this area out. With every exhale, see if you can surrender into the mat. With every inhale, still bringing that beautiful pranayama life force energy into your practice. When you're ready, inhale, bringing your knees to your chest, giving yourself a bit of a squeeze before we do the other side. Again, acknowledging yourself for all you've done over the last 3 weeks, showing up on your mat, the crack of dawn, challenging yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally. As you exhale, dropping your knees to the other side, dropping your arms the opposite direction of your knees, and your head to the opposite direction of your arms, and allowing yourself to settle as we neutralize once more. Lovely. Keep that breath smooth and steady. As I walk around, I should be able to hear you breathing here. As we start to neutralize and cool down. See if you can let your hips release here. Notice if they're still holding any tension. See if you can let that go. When you're ready, coming back to bring your knees to the center. Going to come into a variation of happy baby as we continue to neutralize. So just bringing one leg up to the ceiling. So it's as if one foot is trying to walk on the ceiling, and taking either the outer edge, the inner edge, or the toe of that foot. Just feel how that leg feels in the hip area. And then dropping it down. We'll repeat this on the opposite side. Just noticing if one side feels different to the other, or if they feel balanced out. Just observing. Something we, unless we're doing a yoga course, rarely tune into, observing how we're feeling in different areas of the body. Taking this chance to do so. And then gently bringing both feet up. Both feet as if you're trying to walk on the ceiling. Coming into happy baby. And how you take this depends on how you're feeling in your body, either bringing the hands to the outer edges, the inner edges, or grabbing the big toe. Yogi's choice, do what feels good. Maybe taking a few swings one way to the other, gently rocking side to side, massaging out your sacrum. Lovely. And from here, when you're ready, slowly extending your legs, coming to our final resting pose. You have earned it, Shavasana. Allow your feet to drop to the side, your glutes to be heavy. Relax your shoulders. Let everything go. I'm going to come round in a moment and do a very simple adjustment. If anyone does not want that, please just let me know by pressing your hand onto your stomach. Thank you. thoughts wandering, just again, come back to being present, not depriving yourself of these few moments of your final resting pose, allowing your body to absorb the benefits of the practice. When you're ready, start to come back. Breathe more consciously into your heart space. And then extend that breath to your entire body. Maybe wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. Notice the sounds far in the distance. And then the sounds closer to you. Take a big good morning stretch one more time as you reach your arms up above you if it feels good. When you're ready, gently roll onto one side, make a pillow with your hands, and rest your head there. Slowly, when you're ready, use your hands to walk your body back up to seated cross-legged, and I'll meet you there. When you arrive here once more, bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Maybe closing the eyes. Take a big inhale. And a long audible exhale. Let go of anything you wish to. If you haven't already, take another deep inhale. And another big exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale. And this time, bringing your hands, keeping them to your heart as you feel the vibrations we create from our Om, and seeing if you can spread it to your fellow yogis, wishing them only good things, and then maybe spreading it out to the entire room, outside of the room. Take a deep inhale. We exhale to Om. From my heart to yours, I wish you all the best things. Thank you for your practice. Take your hands up to your third eye and gently fold. Inhale, coming all the way back up to seated. Thank you for your practice. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste, 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 namaste.